Hey, Bicycle Rider YouTube here. This is Bart, and I'm in Biloxi Bicycle Works, my little bicycle shop. And you guys see a Trek banner hanging up. Well, you've seen a lot of my Specialized videos because I've been a Specialized dealer for the last 4 years, and I've been a fanboy of Specialized. Gosh, for 30 plus years, I've been riding and racing their bikes and been really happy with them. But you're gonna see a lot of Trek, a lot of Electra, and I know I have a lot of viewers that ask me to compare my Specialized and my Marin and some of the other bikes I sell to Trek, and I haven't really been able to, get my hands on Trek because I wasn't a Trek dealer. But as of July 1st, 2023, I will be selling Trek. So you're gonna see me trade my Diverge in, and you guys know I like my Specialized Diverge. I'm gonna be riding a Checkpoint. I'm gonna be taking out my Surly. I'm gonna be riding one of the fat bikes. I got to get a road bike. I got to get a Trek road bike. So I'm thinking about the Amonda. I don't know. You're gonna see me. And speaking of road bikes, there's my Athos right there. You guys know I absolutely love my Specialized Athos, but I'm gonna get a Trek. So I'm not saying anything bad about Specialized. It's a great brand. But as someone who is financially and emotionally tied to the bike shop that they own and have obligations not only to my customers to bring them the best products I possibly can, but to my vendors and to the power company and to my bank to pay my bills. So I don't want to go broke selling bikes. I love what I do. If I was a philanthropist, I wouldn't take any money for this. I do it for the fun of it because I love getting people on bikes. I love sharing this lifestyle of bicycles with the masses, not only with veterans of the sport to race with and compete with, but the newbie walking in that is maybe not even using the bike as their primary sport, but as a secondary sport to help, mitigate some of the pressures and off your joints of running and tennis and some of the other sports. So a lot of people use cycling as cross training. I see those people really loving what they're doing after they get fitted and get the proper bike. So I love the bicycle industry. Unfortunately, it's in turmoil right now. And a lot of us, make our living selling bicycles and repairing bicycles. As a shop owner, I have a lot of employees that count on their paychecks every week. And it's not like I'm gonna make more money selling Trek than I would Specialized, because, to me, it's not about money. But it is also about, keeping this business alive. And I have to say, Trek in these initial negotiations has been a very good partner to deal with. There's another brand that is a little bit harder to deal with. And when you look at the bottom line, it's, these companies compare prices. So it's not like Trek is a lot more expensive than Specialized or Specialized more expensive than Giant. When you look across the whole gambit of bikes, they're all about equal. They all price shop each other, and they're all trying to make the best bike for their customers at the best price. And most of them are pretty equal in price. So it comes down to, technology, R&D. It comes down to the overall feeling of the market. And, Trek, as I'm taking Trek University courses, and they're absolutely awesome courses. I've been a bicycle aficionado and a bicycle enthusiast since, I'm 53 years old now, and bicycles have ruled my life since I was about 8 years old. So I know bicycles. I know the inside of bicycles. I'm a bicycle mechanic, professional bicycle mechanic, and I own a bike shop. So there's a lot in this bicycle world that I am immersed in every day, and Trek amazes me with their Trek University and their technology. So I'm not a Trek fanboy yet, but I'm getting there really quick. The more I touch and feel these products, there's a reason that they're one of the #1 bicycle companies in the world. They make fantastic bikes, and even when I wasn't a Trek dealer, I was never a guy that bashed Trek. I always told people, hey, look, when I race against a Trek, when I line up against a Trek, I'm lining up against a quality bike. So, Now that I am a Trek dealer, you're going to see me riding a lot of Trek. You're going to see me testing these bikes out. You're going to see my real opinion on these bikes. And they're going to go head to head with the years that I've had riding Specialized. So Trek's got a pretty high bar that they're going to have to meet. But I think they're up to the challenge. So far, there's a lot of things I like about Trek that I'm learning about Trek that I just always took for granted that I was a Specialized guy. So you're not going to hear me bash Specialized. You're not going to hear me bash their bikes, obviously. You're not going to hear me bash the company, you know, because there's different sides. There's the consumer side, and then there's the inner circle retail side, you know, the side that we've got to try to, you know, pay our bills with. And just seems like Trek is going to be a little bit more fair about bikes I can get. Right now I have customers trying to buy a Specialized bike from me, and as a dealer they walk in here and I've got to look at my computer and say, well, I don't have that bike in my showroom and I can't get that bike. But it sure looks like you can log on to Specialized.com and buy that bike and have it shipped to my store. Believe me, when that happens, there's a very little bit of money that trickles into your local bike store after that transaction. Now they'll make you believe that you know, it's great and that's a great way to do business. But when you actually have to pay your rent and your insurance and your mortgage and your payroll on that little that's trickling in, it's not quite fair to my employees, to my customers. You know, I've got to keep this door open. I love what I do owning a bike shop, but to do so, I've got to at least cover costs. And it just doesn't seem like I'm able to do that with some brands. And some brands seem to want to work with a bicycle shop because they realize how important a bicycle shop is for their community, how important a bicycle shop is for the reputation of their brand. And I'm not going to say anything about any other manufacturers, but I got to say that Trek realizes this. One, they're putting a high quality product out at a good price that I can offer to my customers and feel really good about. But in the end, there's a lot to Trek and Electra and that bicycle company that makes me feel good about offering that to my customers and helps me, you know, keep the doors open to my shop, because I can, if you come in and ask me for this bike, I can get this bike from Trek. I don't have to tell you to go, you know, buy it off their website and ship it here. So anyway, quick story on Trek and Specialized. I'm going to keep this journey going and hopefully be a Specialized or a Trek and Electra dealer for a long time. So if there's some you know, some products you want to see from Trek, let me know and I'll order them in and we'll test these things out. Because you know me, I'm real. If I don't like what I see or I don't like what I feel, I'm going to tell you guys. And if I do like what I see and I feel, I'm going to tell you guys how they ride. I'm going to tell you how their gravel bikes ride. I'm going to tell you how their road bikes ride. I'm going to tell you how their cruisers ride. I'm going to tell you how their fat bikes ride, because I love to ride everything. If you look at my personal Facebook just over the weekend, I did everything from a BMX ride out to race a time trial. So I raced this weekend. Luckily, hey, I got first place in my age group, so I was happy about that. And on the wheelie scene, I was doing wheelies all the way down the road. So that's almost the two opposite bikes, and every weekend I'm riding or racing something or on a bike. I love being on bicycles and I love sharing this with you. So Bart from Bicycle Out of YouTube. I am in my bicycle shop called Biloxi Bicycle Works. I also own a little company called GovVelo. We sell online, and a lot of that's to, you know, military, first responders, school teachers. We'll sell to anybody, but check us out online too. I don't make these videos so I sell my products. I make these videos to share the knowledge of cycling and let people see reviews that are real. Anyway, like and subscribe. More on Trek versus Specialized coming up, real life, right here on Bicycle Rider YouTube. Thank y'all.